Still have a bunch of wine left from when I reacted to episode 4, so guess it's a good time to finish it, maybe? Hi guys, what's up? I'm back with The Haunting of Bly Manor, episode 6. Last episode was Altar the Dead, and that was so depressing. I just feel like this entire week when I've been binge watching this, and I'm thankful I'm binge watching it because it just makes me so sad. I just feel so depressed almost, just like after watching these episodes. And like, whenever I think about it too, it's just really, really depressing. Last episode as well, like, got to me. If I had wine, I would have been more of a wreck. I did predict most of it. The only thing that I didn't predict was how Peter actually died, which was a bit of a surprise. But yeah, I think what got me the most was when Mrs. Gross was trying to change what she'd said to Owen when he asked her to go to Paris and was running after him. That really got to me, and ending with her trying to remember who she was, her own identity. And it just makes me wonder how ghosts work in this show, because a lot of the ghosts, they're only seen at night, and yet everybody can see Mrs. Gross anytime in the house. And nobody suspects she's even dead. They just think she's a bit spaced out and stuff. And also how last episode was directed and filmed, it was started off a bit confusing, but then if you've seen season 1, you know for ghost time isn't linear, and what it felt like was she's going through different memories to try and piece together things, such as her things about herself, how she died. She kind of wants to protect the memory of Miles because he's a good boy, he wouldn't hurt anybody, but the possessed Miles is the one that killed her, so she had to remember that. And I guess she was trying not to for a while. And it was just so interesting with like Owen being the major part of that discovery for her. And I didn't like when he just started screaming random shit that she'd said in other memories. It was a bit jarring, honestly, and he did a good job though, and I really liked when he quoted Shakespeare. But what confused me most was when she was able to jump into Miss Jessel's memory, because she wasn't there. And Miss Jessel herself was like, I've never seen you here before, what's going on? So she was able to control that, go into that memory of the night that Peter went missing, and figure out that he's actually dead. Somehow she was able to do that. And through that she realized how she herself died. What was also pretty mindfucking is that it seemed like she died literally right before Danny arrived, because Miles was possessed, pushed her down. She was looking down at her own body, and Miles was like, oh, I was having the strangest dream. And that's right when Danny came. And I thought that scene was odd in the first episode because they looked a bit, confused when we first saw them. So that's just so crazy to even think about, that she was literally looking down on her dead body. And Mrs. Gross deserves so much better. I felt so bad, especially when Owen was like, live, Hannah, live. And she's dead. So freaking tragic. I think the scariest part of the season so far is the lady in the lake. She is terrifying. She's like pretty tall. I think that the no face thing, not being able to see the face, there's no talking, and she's just dragging a freaking body through the house and then slowly walking into the lake. That entire scene was pretty unsettling. I got a bit freaked out by that. She's definitely the scariest ghost we've seen. The other ghosts are like, stay clear from her. I wonder when we'll see these other ghosts that we've seen in the dollhouse. They don't seem threatening, but they do seem a bit creepy looking, and I really want to see them all. I actually had a discussion with my boyfriend talking about the show and what they're trying to do, and we just have a couple theories, and I wanted to tell you one or two of them. But before Mrs. Gross died, Peter was like, oh, we were doing so well, you had to follow us. What were they planning? That was the question my boyfriend posed, and I was like, huh. And then I remembered a couple episodes ago when Flora disappeared, and they found her at the lake, standing there looking at Miss Jessel and looking freaked out. And I'm wondering if they're trying to get Flora to allow for possession or something, because she's a child and she's easily possessed. If Peter wants Miss Jessel to possess her, and then that can maybe allow them to leave the property, because that's all that Peter really wants. He wouldn't leave Rebecca behind, but if they can both possess something, possibly they could. I don't know, that's just me and my wild theories. We'll see what they're actually planning. But he definitely, as soon as Danny arrived, Peter got his eye for Danny, and he's doing everything to unsettle her as well. So maybe she's the new target because Flora is too strong-willed to deal with any of that. We saw her deal with Ghost before. She's so chill around Ghost. She's only really scared of the Lady in the Lake, as is everybody. Can't really predict who the Lady in the Lake, who that ghost is. So I think they haven't given us the information to make that prediction. So I think we need another episode about the history of Bly Manor, why there are ghosts here in the first place. And at first I thought it could be the mom because they did show her last episode. And, you know, she has dark long hair. But the kids themselves said that the good ones don't come back. So, and that their parents didn't come back. So I don't know. I'm wondering if it is Kate Siegel because we haven't seen her yet. And I know she's going to make an appearance in this season. But we'll see. Anyways, guys, so much talking. I'm so sorry. That was a long tangent. I just have a lot of theories. And I just love the show. And I hope you like my reactions to this. So let's get started with this episode. It's called The Jolly Corner. Interesting. Let's go.
The post is here.
Thank you.
The post. What's in the post? Dominic.
In his nightly routine.
Basically lives in his office. I like that the shot is just like focusing on the bottle of alcohol. He obviously has a drinking problem, but that's what they're focusing on in the shot.
There was no room left inside of him for anything else.
Someone's just standing there. Damn. His own ghost? Is he feeling guilty about something?
Scotch or bourbon tonight?
His brother. Okay. Okay. Creepy. Really creepy.
Well, this early, you should take her to the hospital. The hospital's 2 hours away. The doctor was 40 minutes away. Miles? He's fine. He's asleep.
There's a lot more involved back then. Wow.
It's my girl. My girls. Where are my girls?
Did he love her? He wanted to be part of this family. Flora. Damn, somebody be like, you were just sleepwalking? Nope. I hope she's not being possessed too. What's up, Jamie? Looking great as usual. Hair on point.
Don't usually see you this side of the 8 a.m.
Yeah, well, I knew, I know that you start early on Thursdays.
Oh, okay. I just need to prepare because, like, they ended on such a weird note. Like, imagine it was just awkward, right? Where they had such a nice moment, and then imagine kissing someone, and then in the middle of it, they just almost scream because they see something. That would freak me out for sure. But I think Jamie's understanding for it to know that she's going through something. But I think burning the glasses will help Danny move on.
So, I thought I'd bring you some coffee.
Oh, ain't that sweet of you?
Yanks in your coffee.
You might like it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa.
I'm not the best at coffee either.
Great job, American.
How's your week been?
It's been okay.
Can't stop thinking about you, though.
Yeah, I seem to see less and less of Hannah. She just goes out, I guess.
She's
By herself?
kind of disappearing, and I don't know if the other ghosts feel it too, where they start to lose themselves. Because she had to remind herself in the last episode, I am Hannah Gross, it's what year it is, where she keeps spacing out. That makes me even sadder.
Sometimes people just need to be alone.
Oh, come on, Jamie. Come on. She's trying.
Did you pick up just for this?
Yeah.
No?
You just waited for me to come back.
I knew that you were coming back today, but
Doesn't
no,
want to seem
no
desperate.
particular reason.
Are the kids awake?
No, they're asleep.
So you just got up with the sun. And you're tiptoeing around the kitchen making awful coffee by yourself. Just
Okay,
because
you
I
already
had
know what's
6
going on. You don't have to
in the
embarrass
morning.
her.
No particular reason.
But she wants a confirmation. I get it.
Poppins, you flirt.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Fine.
I also like my life the way it is.
Hmm.
Nice and boring.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to disrupt that. Gotta keep things proper boring, haven't we?
I want to die. Why they got her to laugh?
Look, there's a pub in Bly, right?
Mhm.
There is.
Let's get a drink. Come on,
If you
girl.
want to get a drink, away from the house, away from all this,
Yes, please.
you could get a boring old drink
It'd be nice to take a break from the house.
and see where that takes us.
Another
You
makeout
never live
sesh.
above that pub, right? Told you that already, didn't I? Got a little flat right above the boring little pub.
Oh, yo, she planning ahead, man. She planning ahead. Oh, Flora.
Flora? I don't feel good. How long have you been out here?
Joe, she was possessed.
I just woke up.
Miss Jessel, you. She been possessing Flora now. God damn it. It's just easier, I know, for ghosts to possess kids because they're so innocent and they can't really protect themselves like that. What is Miss Jessel trying to do, and what is Peter trying to do with these two kids, though? I guess they're trying to escape, but like Peter's just making Miles a little asshole, and Miss Jessel keeps taking Flora to the lake or just out in the woods or whatever.
I don't know.
Oh, damn, Flora. Oh no 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 no. Where's your dollhouse? Who are you? Don't look under the bed, man. Fuck that.
I'm Flora.
Oh, that's gonna be something creepy. This is a past.
What is it? There's someone
This
in
is
my
a
room.
past.
A little boy.
Ugh.
Uncle Henry?
Damn.
Flora.
Wait. I'm sorry. Keep pausing. I did see. I hate myself for calling all these things, but he does love her. But is Flora his kid then?
Uncle Henry slept in one of the guest rooms. And I was just saying
You ain't
good
fooling
morning just
nobody.
now. Yes. And I just heard you say there was someone in your room.
You're showing your brother's way.
See, quickly.
Now you don't even give a shit about other kids. Screw you.
And if you can listen, perhaps he'd love to hear some of your stories, Flora.
That's how she started befriending ghosts.
How can he be my friend if he can't tell me his name?
Well, perhaps you could give him a name. You could give him a whole
When
story.
it started.
as a-
This is when it started.
I had a friend when I was your age too. In this house, in fact. He was a soldier. And I was very afraid of him.
I've seen the
Till I gave
soldier.
him a story.
Was he happy
seen him.
when you gave him one?
Oh, he was.
I'm 8 years old. Why is my age all wrong?
You know why, don't you?
Don't tell me she dead too. This is reminding me of Hannah.
This is a memory.
That's right.
I'm tucked away again in another memory.
Tucked
You
away.
have.
This is happening.
So this is what happens when you're possessed. You get tucked away in memories. That's cool.
And then I start to realize it. And it'll be over as soon as I...
Wake up.
As soon as she
Wake up.
remembers that it's not. It's just a memory.
Hey, just...
I want her to
You
fight
just
off this
nodded off
possession.
there. You just,
If she isn't, then why isn't she calling a bloody doctor?
They're your responsibility, man. Ah, this character.
Dad, Uncle Henry's on the phone.
Gosh, that's so
What?
suspicious.
Hang on.
No, what?
That I was back. Or were you... Why are you calling?
I was looking for you.
You're so obvious. So
I
obvious.
tried Glasgow, and I couldn't find you.
Oh, anyway, you found me. What's happening?
Well, I've
answered my own question.
Oh,
Actually,
God.
at the time.
We've been... She's likely asleep by now. You'd get the cook again, or the housekeeper, or that cute little American.
He's the one calling? He's the one calling.
You'd get the cook again, or the housekeeper, or that cute little American. The calls are spooking them. You know it.
So I had to rewind. So he either gets the cook, the housekeeper, or Danny. Is he just trying to get the kids to pick up because he misses them? I don't know. Flora?
The Scholarship Society.
We missed you this afternoon. Where do you run off to?
Oh, I'm not. Well, I suppose I was around.
Aww.
God, what does that say about me? I can.
What? Where is she? I don't know if she sees anything. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I was like looking at the wrong place. There's a kid there. Yeah, there was a kid playing with dolls. Is it the kid that moves a doll at the Lady of the Lake?
Maybe Poppins might fancy a little boredom. What do you say?
The kids, I
Already taken care of.
I got things handled here. You go and enjoy yourselves.
We have things handled here in an impartial court.
No. They're so cute. Oh, I feel bad for Owen too, like.
Where are we going? Are you
Into
taking me out
the
here to kill me?
woods? Nah.
keep talking, I just might.
She's threatened to kill a lot of
So,
people, including a child.
There's not many secret spots. His files will be dead by morning. And tomorrow night, new buds will bloom, and then they'll die.
That's interesting.
That's a lot of work for a flower that only blooms once. It's what people feel like to me. Exhaustive effort, very little show for it. All of them? All of them. Even you.
Mm-hmm.
Even me.
Hey,
She gonna tell us her story?
one was Louise. Dad was Dennis. But the thing I think about most now I'm older. No plants down there. No life at all.
Yeah.
While she did whatever she could to feel alive. All that death, that dark, powdery death is all over his face. His
Wow.
hands. His fucking lungs when he comes up.
So she plants
Not a
life.
leaf, not a branch, not a flower in his world. And when he finally climbs out of that grave, finally climbs back to the land of the living, they laugh at him. They laugh because the whole town knows that the new baby, my little brother Mikey, isn't his. Little Denny piles on, tries to save his own skin by blaming all the females in the family. And in
Her
67,
douche.
Louise bolts. She splits. They try and take care of him. I'm just a kid.
Oh, fuck.
Kids can't raise kids. They forget things.
What
I'm
happened?
watching over a pot when it boils. So one day there's an accident. Social services gets involved on the split up.
Mm.
Dad did his best. He spent so long underground he didn't know what to do with a kid, let alone 3 kids. So he disappeared into the dirt. And it was foster care. Bunch of stale, perverted men with bitter wives, hoping to make a few quid by taking care of the local trash. Left for London pretty soon after that. Got himself into all sorts of trouble there. Ended up serving a couple of years.
Oh.
And it's there as that gardening. Love it.
It's a good backstory.
And it's so clear then
It's tragic.
how people aren't worth it.
Totally makes sense of her personality.
You pour your love and your effort and your nourishment into them. And you see where it goes.
Sometimes, once in a blue goddamn moon, I guess, someone like this moonflower just might be worth the effort.
Tim, the writing in this, the acting in this, everybody's so
I know you're
fucking good at
struggling.
acting.
We leave more life behind us to take our place.
So,
That life
that's a good way to look at it, yeah.
recycles, and on it goes. That is so much better
Circle of life.
than that life getting crushed. So much better to see the leafling
Yo, she breaking down.
flower.
Y'all need a kiss now, please.
We leave more life behind to take our place. So all its beauty lies, you know, in the mortality of the thing.
So well put. Yeah, you deserve a kiss after that monologue. Damn. Oh, I'm so worried because this is like a scary show, or like scary, it's like haunting. I don't want to ship anybody with anybody. But we did get a happy story last season. Theo and Trish ended well. Okay. Why do I dislike this guy in every season? Oh god, that camera angle. Yeah, he's been feeling guilty for a long time.
There's all of it. One more piece in the car. Okay.
So he got this dollhouse for him. Man, their dad was barely around. He's more like a father to them.
Perhaps we could hide this in the study until the party.
Too late. Oh,
Sounds good. Darling,
did he
look what
see
your friends
that?
brought.
It's terrific.
He knows,
I'm
obviously.
sorry I can't make the birthday party. You know how it is.
Oh my god.
The sound always gets to me. There's a loud sound that I'm not
What are you
expecting.
doing here, just sitting in the dark? I just wanted something small before going to sleep.
Now you're cheating on me.
Extra energy. It's going to be a blitz in the morning. You should get some rest as well. Are you coming to bed?
It looks dangerous, man.
Flora's birthday. Got me thinking. What a strange night that was.
Was it?
She was so early.
Was she?
She was.
You lied about the conception date.
Right.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't play dumb now, lady, please.
I mean that if she wasn't early, she was actually right on time. That math wouldn't work. It took me 6 years to do the math. Because I didn't want to, did I?
Oh, man.
Stu and Miles. Learned me.
Wow, that's so tragic, man. Can you do that to a person? I mean, they're just both unhappy. Like, she's alone with a kid, and you left her. Like, she gonna be unhappy. She shouldn't have cheated, obviously, and lied about a kid being yours. That's messed up on many levels. That's why honesty is so important in relationships. Because otherwise, it's just so tragic. Like in this scene, they're both so unhappy.
The au pair could not remember the last time she'd slept this well,
Oh,
and she thought perhaps she never had.
she just needed a lovely lady to be there with her. Oh, fuck. Now it's a burn. Hey, she's actually looking in a mirror without fear. God damn it, Flora, why are you starting to be creepy now? Miss Jessel, fuck off, please. What is your problem? She's a child. I wanna know how she died. Did she kill herself? Considering that they found her body, I'm like, the lady didn't drag her body down as she did with Peter. She seems to not. I mean, she probably wasn't happy that Peter left her. She's kind of evil ghost right now.
I'm terribly sorry.
Sucks.
for the trouble.
She was a good
I was just
person
going to walk.
before Peter came
I
on
didn't
the
mean to
picture.
alarm you. Let's get some breakfast, shall we? I'm positively famished.
Yo, positive. The language. Perfectly splendid. We first heard Miss Jessel used that. Like, not the first time, but when we saw Miss Jessel for the first time, that's what she used. And Flora was like, huh. So, literally, whenever she uses this language, is that just Miss Jessel? I don't know. Like, it could easily be Flora, but it's just... Both of them kind of changed personalities, Miles and Flora. And I'm starting to notice now, too. Miss Jessel versus Flora, it's harder to distinguish. Because they're both very positive people, you know? Similar personalities.
I'm unavailable unless someone is hurt.
This guy, like, really annoys me.
God damn it.
She is your daughter.
Fine.
Flora is your kid. You drunken fool.
Fine. Get her back on the phone. You keep the office, is what this is. What are you talking about?
They keep jumping to this past, and it, like, first takes me a second.
Any of this ever again. First time some asshole breaks her heart, I'll be there to console her.
You're barely there in the first place, so you
And when she asks her father to walk her down the aisle, me, not you. Do you understand me?
You better be home more often to take care of. I mean, we know he's dead, but did he make an effort
Look
before?
at that. Banished from my house. You're banished from my wife, my children. Banished. You don't have a brother anymore.
Wow.
Or a niece.
Was it worth it, bro? Was it worth it?
Nobody. Your real self. He's an evil shit. Grotesque little demon, isn't he?
Oh, that's the figure he sees.
I pity you.
Himself.
You have to live with yourself.
Yes, he does. He is currently doing that.
He's a shit, grinning fucking monster. Isn't he?
God. This show is so well written. I can't... It overwhelms me sometimes how well done it is. Like, you have to really be concentrating, though, to get all these details. Damn. That's why I gotta rewatch Hill House as soon as I finish it. And I'm gonna rewatch this a bunch.
Where is India? Tucked away again. Seen another memory.
So tricky.
Tucked away safe.
Safe? Bitch, your body being used. It's not safe.
Miss you, Mommy.
Oh, but she gets to live in these nice memories.
What are you doing?
Flora! Hey!
You're eating dinner without me.
What? Flora, why?
You already ate in your room.
And made you sleep.
It was some of my best work.
I don't like this game.
I don't know, like... How do they not know who's possessing them? Like, I don't know, like when we saw Peter first possess Miles, they kind of seemed like he knew, but I guess they just don't know. They get tucked away in that memory, so they don't know what's going on in real life. But can't they even notice that about each other, that they're not themselves, that they're obviously someone else? Like, I feel like Flora should definitely recognize Peter Quint and Miles sometimes. She got them dolls too, it's like a big hint.
That's probably your uncle. Everything's gonna be okay, Flora. Don't worry. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Just goddamn answer her, man.
You might hear her say, Flora residence? Unlikely.
Yeah, he's trying to get to hold of
In the
Flora.
meantime,
But doesn't care that she's actually
I
going through
think
shit
you're
now.
some pervert. Flora.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you.
He didn't know.
No. Please. They have terrible news. Please. There's been an accident.
That looks so unsettling when he smiles like that. Oh, the first time they met, yeah.
Hell was having to call Bly, having to break the news, and having her voice be the first one you heard when she picked up the phone. Her little voice saying,
Oh,
You could come back.
Tonight.
Yeah. Tonight.
She sleeps better with you.
I
Come
know
on.
you got your hands full, and there will be other nights.
Hopefully.
Promise?
I want Mrs. Gross to walk in and then be like, hey, that's cool. Very cute, man. Please end happily, please end happily.
Going to Bly. That's
Finally.
insane. It's a 3-hour drive and you...
Good job, bud. You scared the fuck out of me, man.
Dude, me too. I was just kidding. Like, I didn't even smell smoke.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's a bit creepy right now. And that loud sound. I don't like it. I told you all that loud sounds scare me, right? That was a lot. Thanks
Been
for me.
drinking all, well,
Thanks.
for 2 years.
I want to see the dollhouse more. Oh, this faceless kid. What's up? Can you protect Flora from this other ghost? Don't be scared, bruh. Oh, this is the first time she sees him again. So this is the past. Okay.
Hello?
Creepy location. She one tough kid, though. Man, don't fucking start moving mannequins.
There you are. So sorry about your face.
That's a bit creepy.
Here,
Oh, fuck that.
try this.
Faces come up like that.
There.
I know which doll he
There
is.
you are.
I know which doll he is.
Miss Jessel!
She knows who it is. Miss Jessel, stop being a bitch. Come on. You're supposed to be taking care of these kids and
Come
then
on
you
now.
put,
No more.
cause so much shit.
I'm very cross with you.
But why?
Cause you're taking on my body, bitch.
Just fine. It's... What's the matter with Miles?
Miles
don't
is
know?
perfectly splendid, except when he isn't.
Isn't splendid?
Isn't Miles.
They don't even know?
No. Don't do that.
Ghosts
You
don't
mustn't keep
communicate.
doing that. Get back here and let me see you.
Oh yeah,
What are you doing to me?
she actually listened.
Flora?
Yo, she actually can see her. Yo, sweet.
It's only Miss Jessel.
Oh god, Danny, you're seeing legit ghosts now.
Miles!
Well, this is awkward.
Oh.
Miles!
Don't touch her! She thinks she's going crazy.
Sorry.
Seriously? I don't know, this was so far not my favorite episode of the season, because I didn't really like Uncle Henry's story that much. I understand it, it was another way to show ghosts as being your guilt. And then the fact that the brother basically formed that figure of him before he died. And then as soon as he did die, he saw that devil-faced version of himself. Those parts weren't the best, but I did love the Jamie and Danny story. They're super adorable, and they're actually helping each other heal. And like learning Jamie's story, that was tragic, but it definitely makes more sense why flowers mean so much to her. And I really wanted to know why. I knew there was something there when she was so angry at Miles for ripping up her garden. It's just, she brings these plants life after so much death in her life since she was a kid. So I definitely get why these plants are basically like her children. She like makes them grow, and she relies on them for some happiness that she didn't have in her life. And now she's taking a chance on Danny, and I like it. And I want to see them go for drinks in the pub sometime. That sounds like a good break from Bly. Otherwise, I did kind of predict that Flora was being possessed by Miss Jessel. I don't really know how the ghost thing works fully, and I hope they explain it better soon. Or maybe it just clicks to me as well. They're literally taking away Flora's and Miles' free will, which is not cool at all. We got to see another one of the ghosts, the faceless boy. He has a doll face, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's the small doll-faced figure that she has in her house that she usually holds. I'm pretty sure that's him. It was a bit harder to predict that it was Flora being possessed as well, because there isn't as big of a difference in like body language and actual, vernacular speech and all that between Miss Jessel and Flora, because they use like perfectly splendid. They use these dramatic words. So I think Danny is mostly their hope, because she's seen Peter Quint and now she's seen Miss Jessel. So she knows some shit's going down. The thing is, she's probably gonna be thinking it's her going crazy, but she knows the kids are not themselves and there's something going on with them. And I wonder if Henry is actually gonna make it to the house, because he knows something's wrong as well. That's gonna be some crazy showdown. We got a couple more episodes left, and I'm excited. I also did notice that Mrs. Gross is dipping out more often now. She's mostly around when Owen is there off for obvious reasons, and she doesn't really know where she goes. So I'm worried we're kind of losing her. But yeah, I definitely want more in depth into all these different ghosts and Bly, and I want these kids to be safe, because their lives have literally been taken away from them, and they're thrown into their memories. That was the cool reveal in this episode, where whenever you're possessed, the ghosts throw you into your own memories until you realize what's going on, and then you're able to force them out. So I guess when you're an adult, you're able to realize that earlier, or they're not able to push you back into the memories because you have so many of them as an adult, and you have more strength in will. It's just very interesting. I really, really like the show, and I hope you like my reaction to this episode. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.